Hello, Reformers, and welcome back to Star Wars The Old Republic Bounty Hunter Edition. And of course we are back with Zayton and Mako as we are just about to participate in Mako's companion mission. So as we can see here, wrong side of a hunt, we have to speak to Kartiri. Now if you can't remember what actually was going on here, like yours truly, for example. Oh, actually, yes, this is also a level 30 mission. I did take a look at this earlier, and I saw it was a level 30 mission, so this might be a little bit close in some respects. But yes, while looking into her past, Mako caught wind of someone else snooping around about her, a man named Kartiri. She suggested that you both pay him a visit. Speak to Kartiri at the Slippery Slopes Cantina in the Promenade on Nar Shaddaa. So, that is exactly where I am right now. I am prepared to deal out some damage. Unfortunately, I am still level 18. Bear that in mind. My gear is still level 18. I did not go to the fleet, like I said I was. So, yeah, that's great. But, hopefully, we won't actually have to fight this guy. He seems to be rather jauntily... Whoa, he is quite a small man in comparison to Zayton, isn't he? Zayton is a huge guy. Well, whatever the case, let's see what he has to say.
Coral, well, this is a surprise. Never thought you'd just turn yourself in.
Okay, first thing, my name's not Coral. Second, what are you talking about?
Right, of course not. I suppose you're just here for a friendly chat then?
Could aim for something that won't kill him. Arm or leg. Might speed things along.
I kinda like that idea. Just try not to make a mess.
I can imagine what she's told you, Hunter, but you're being played. She's anything but a helpless little girl.
Keep dodging questions, you're gonna end up dead.
That's... pointed. Let's keep this short, shall we? I don't want anyone seeing us and reporting this. And I'm not stupid enough to draw on you. Here's everything I was given on my target. Take it and go.
Datapad's encrypted. See if I can crack it later. This thing... she really does look like me, huh?
She's got nothing on you.
No, she definitely looks like me. Guess I have plenty to keep me busy for a while. We should get going.
Oh, okay. So apparently... Wait a minute. Was that it? Was literally? Literally was that... Okay. Uh-huh. Okay, so I was saying... Yes, my gear is still level 18. We may have problems here. And then we just had a conversation. Yep. That's how it goes. That is how it goes. So we're going to go and transport ourselves onto our ship. And I assume Mako is probably going to be speaking to us again. So let's just take a look and see whether she actually has a conversation available. If she does, then that's obviously great. But if she doesn't, then, well, I have no idea where to go then. Okay, apparently just Alderaan. Yep. Apparently just Alderaan. That is absolutely fine. Mako, you are a very, very weird person, but okay. That is very strange. We found out something about her past, potentially, and now she's just like, no, I think I can leave that for a little bit. Just continue with your quests and missions and various other things, because, oh, no, my background's not important at all, no. We just, yeah, she's been wanting to know about that for quite some time, but I guess, well, here's a holoterminal call.
I've always heard how beautiful Alderaan's supposed to be. Figures I'm gonna see it in the middle of a war. At least he'll still be pretty in the holos.
Don't sweat it. When we win the Great Hunt, I'm taking you on vacation.
Really? You mean that?
Name the place and we're there.
Thanks, big guy. That means a lot. Time to find out who's standing between us and a week on the beach.
Welcome to Alderaan, Hunter. Former tourist capital of the core worlds. Your target here is a nobleman nicknamed the Durasteel Duke on account of his knack for staying alive. Over 1,000 assassins have come and gone trying to put the Duke to bed, but he ain't met you yet, right? He was last seen with House Gerard. They're guests of House Thule, so that's a good place to start looking. Good luck.
Figures she'd gloss over the details. Lucky for you, I'm on the job.
Fill me in. I hate surprises.
In a nutshell, when the Queen of Alderaan died a few years ago, the head of the military declared himself king. That didn't go over so well. Now the three largest houses are fighting over the crown.
Let's see which one wants it badly enough.
I'm all for making extra credits, just don't forget about the Great Hunt. Come on. We better go pay a visit to House Gerard. Oh, and one last thing. The nobles of Alderaan are different. They think they're untouchable, and they won't be impressed, no matter how big a gun you wave around.
It depends where you're waving it around, though, I feel. I mean, if we wave it in a lot of people's faces, then I think that could actually pay off dividends. Well, let's just see whether that actually transpires. But, well, I think we actually have our favorite Deveronian here, and we're going to be speaking to him for a little bit.
Oh, it's good to relax. This is as close as I'm getting to it these days.
Everyone has limits.
Are you kidding? I'm in my prime. I'm talking about trying to unwind here. I mean, really unwind. It's unsettling. I've spent so long keeping one step ahead of somebody, I can't believe I've lost them for good. At least when I'm out with you, I usually know where the blaster fire's coming from. Keeps my mind off trouble. Mostly.
The less time you and Trouble spend together, the better.
You've got a marvelously camouflaged sense of humor, you know that? Let's see how easily you brush off your old instincts and catch 40 winks after you've spent 30 years bounty hunting.
You can sleep when you're dead.
It's so nice to have a partner concerned with my health and well-being. Come on, I think I've had my fill of all this cheering up.
Yes, a little bit of a misstep there by me, but we are going to be using Galt, I believe, on this particular hunt. I feel as though he would probably make some very amusing remarks to the nobles of Alderaan. I mean, can you imagine, really? He is the biggest con man ever, and he's going to walk in to some of the richest people and be like, hello, can I get you a drink? And maybe spike it a little bit, and then steal your wallet, and steal your car, and all those kinds of things. But of course, car means speeder in this case. So, without further ado, I guess it is about time that I cut away and make my way over to House Gerard as I jump over that tubing. Ah, very nice obstacle. Okay, so that actually didn't take long at all. We have arrived at House Gerard, or at least the phase outside the area, and as you can see on the minimap, we have a bounty hunter trainer. I'm going to be heading on over there after this as well. If I don't forget, I am most likely going to forget, so yeah, that's going to happen. Just come to terms with that, I would say. So, let's head on into the house and see which kind of noble we're going to be interacting with. And I'm going to get our favorite Deveronian out.
What's up?
I just cuffed the whelp for scuffing my boot with the stirrup when... Oh, abominable.
Just ignore it. Maybe it'll wander away.
What's a beautiful young thing like you doing hanging on the arm of this old prune?
I was so overwhelmed by your charm and good looks that I thought I might faint.
He can have that effect on people, my lady. Wouldn't be the first time I caught a swooning maiden. You're in good hands.
Am I now?
Get away, you filthy creature. You must leave, now, and use the servants' exit. People would talk if they saw someone of your ilk here.
People are gonna talk after I blast you out of your boots.
Are you going to take that, Hader?
It's armed and armored. Let's be serious. The gods may deal with this creature.
That's the first sensible thing that you've suggested since this started.
Ladies and gentlemen, please, return to the festivities. I will have a few words with our esteemed guest here.
Glad to meet somebody civil.
Forgive my relations. They have a low threshold for impropriety.
You aren't seriously considering dealing with this thug?
Uncle, please. I have the situation well in hand. Return to the festivities. This is not a request. I believe I know why you're here, but this is a discussion best held in private. Please wait in my office. I'll be right with you.
Ah, okay. Well, yes, we will wait in his office. And, oh yes, I realize that Galt is a very, shall we say, silver-tongued devil, and I'm pretty sure we may have wanted to be a little more subtle ourselves, but we are a bounty hunter, and yes, waving our gun around is not going to help, as Mako did say, but I was trying to see what kind of buttons I could push in regards to those noble men and women. So, yes, I was kind of trying to see what's going on there, but I think I may have sussed out what we want to do next with them.
I'm a bounty hunter. I'm after the Durasteel Duke. Can you help me or not?
Right to the point, yes? I'm afraid the Duke and his sister left House Gerard some time ago under unpleasant circumstances. House Gerard now has a vested interest in finding the Duke and having him meet an unpleasant end. A minor noble claims to have a lead on the Duke. However, he insists on meeting in person, which I'm not willing to do. Instead, I will employ you.
You're expecting a double cross.
It's possible. Either way, I'm certainly not going out into that war zone, and none of my relatives can be trusted. I can't expect you to navigate the intricacies of our society, but I can give you the authority to negotiate on my behalf. From this point on, you will act as House Gerard's advocate, a role of honor. Come, I will walk you through the appointment ceremony.
Just set up this deal. The Duke's not getting any deader.
You have a point. Let us move with haste. It is customary for information to be double encrypted in these transactions, so Lord Malphus must enter his half of the key before you take the data. I'll let Malphus know you'll arrive at his encampment soon. Be on your best behavior.
Ooh, I'm not entirely sure whether I will be, but, well, as I said, I think it may be best to be slightly subtle here. I know that Zayton is not particularly used to being subtle, but, well, yes, he does go around everywhere and, well, whatever the case, I have remembered, actually, that we are going to be training at the Bounty Hunter Trainer, so let us head on over there. Now, where is... Oh, it's just up the road there. Oh, okay, so Malphus's encampment is actually not very far away either, so let's see what we get here. Supercharged gas. Oh, yes. Requires and converts 10 stacks of supercharge to vent 10 heat and empower your active cylinder. Okay, so what do I actually have right now? I think I have... High velocity gas cylinder increases armor penetration for 8 seconds and does a bunch of other stuff, which is all fine and dandy. That's absolutely fine with me. Okay, so we're going to just be replacing Rocket Punch because I'm really not using that often. And instead we'll see what that is all about. Of course, I'm actually unsure. I don't think I have gotten Supercharge. Is that just me? But maybe I just haven't gotten an ability that actually uses it. So maybe that's the case, but yeah, it would be actually kind of cool to see what's going to actually happen with it, because, well, I know that there are actually other resources in the game similar to those, where they have very, very low cooldowns, but it really just depends on how many stacks you have, but I have never seen them with the Mercenary itself, so maybe I am, well, I suppose this is the first one that we've gotten, and it should be pretty good. While active, damage dealt by Tracer Missile, Heatseeker Missile, Blazing Bolts, and Priming Shot grants Supercharged Velocity, which increases Alacrity by 1%. This effect cannot occur more than once per second, and can stack up to 3 times. Okay, so that's pretty fine. So it must be that we are going to get the stacks, the initial stacks that we need, the Supercharged stacks, very, very quickly, apparently. Well, let's see if that is indeed the case.
Stop right where you are. You have no rank here. Etiquette dictates that no one below my rank is permitted within 10 paces of my person without my express consent.
Used to be 5 paces. I suppose the war is making people jumpy.
Wait, you are the advocate of House Gerard? Outrageous! I would not trust the likes of you to scrub my sewage, let alone deliver vital correspondence.
That's quite a mouth you've got there. Mom was a nerf herder, huh?
I will not trade barbs with a base-born wretch. Honor dictates this message must stay in my care until I give it to someone of rank, not a trained Thranta. Look, I have here tokens of respect for my peers, a mission for a page. Deliver them and earn a 10-year-old's honor. Then I can speak to you.
How about I deliver your teeth?
Your artful diplomacy is a wonder to behold.
Oh! You struck me! How dare you! You, whatever you are, I'll see you slaughtered like an animal. What are you both waiting for? Pound this cur to the ground.
And yeah, there we go, just as I thought. We are now going to see whether we get a bunch of supercharge. Ah, there's the... No, wait, that's preventative measures. That is not supercharge. Okay, so apparently... I'm actually unsure where supercharge is. Is that it? Yeah, that's it. There we go. Okay, so that's pretty cool. I have 5 stacks right now, so we can actually use that at some point, but we need to wait 10 stacks before that is actually going to work anyway, so that's absolutely fine with me. No problem at all there. There we go, we actually did gain it, so there we go, we used it. Ah! Okay, so now it's kind of pointless, but still, we actually did get to see it in a little bit of action anyway.
Baron Zaka will hear of this offense. Enjoy explaining why my information will now go to someone else. I demand that you prostrate yourself and beg for mercy, or so help me, I'll have you brought before a tribunal for these grievous affronts.
You're a slow learner.
Ah! Stop that! You'll regret... All right, quarter, I relent. I shall enter my half of the security key. You take this message to Baron Zakar with my fond regards.
Don't know what bruised more easily, his ego or his face.
May we never meet again.
Okay, so yeah, you know what I said about being subtle before? That kind of went out the window as soon as I heard him speak. Yeah. He was very, very pretentious, wasn't he? Yes. He was a very, very pretentious fellow, but I suppose a good beating maybe would have... I don't think that actually rectified the situation at all. I think it probably made it worse. Probably should have just been subtle as I had planned to be. And Galt was kind of a bit weird there. He actually said, I agree with this thing that you just did, and now I don't agree with it, and vice versa. So when we first went in there, and we threatened him and we hit him, he disapproved? I don't know why Galt disapproved about that. And then he approved my next action, which was kind of weird. Not entirely sure why he would do that, but, well, whatever the case, I am going to be ending this episode off here, and next time we are going to be returning to Baron Gerard and seeing where he sends us next. And so, I thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time.